We're on Fen Dunlock, folks. I love this map. I don't know why, I just think it's so silly with all the mud and the fog, and it's just creepy. And for some reason I feel like these guardsmen look really low poly. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping out. Even the faces, dude, is this normal? I don't know, this skin is freaking me out, whatever it is. What is this skin? Oh, I don't know what's going on. I can't read that. God damn it, I want to read what this guardsman has on his arm. Dunno. Fuck. Anyway, he's going to be fighting Oyangutan. 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 Oyangutan? What an annoying name. It's Yang Wendy. I don't know why he's decided to name himself this. Maybe this is like fucking... Maybe this is like a Southeast Asian language. It just strikes me as like Malay or something. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know what it is. I'm just going to call him Yang, okay? It's Yang. Oh, Kelly, you really, really pushed it there. I mean, he should have had his shield up a long time ago. There was a real risk that the Sorcerer would have procced his little bit of knockback from the special a little bit earlier, but lucky here for Kelly, he actually knocked over the Sorcerer before the Sorcerer could finish his 6-bolt Doom Bolt. So only 3 bolts went off there, but... Poor micro in general from Kelly, I don't really know what he's doing. It's like he's asleep. He's only just getting his Sentinel out now. He's a little bit slow to move the Lord Commissar out of the base. It's going to be problematic for him. Yep, pretty spicy damage there on the Guardsman from the Doom Bolts. Just see there was a Consumed one of the Heretics to increase his energy. Remember, you need to have 100 or more energy in order to shoot out 6 Doom Bolts instead of 3 when you use that Doom Bolt ability on your Chaos Sorcerer. Kelly is going for a 3rd Guardsman squad. That is really weird these days. You don't really see that. Let's see if the CSM are going to take the Garrison here. They definitely could. No stomp yet. Yeah, I was too slow. Pretty good play there actually from Kelly. Put the Guardsman in the building to deny the CSM the ability. CSM going to be going for a fast Eternal War. This is weird. You shouldn't do this, Yang. You forgot how to play the game, Yang. It's been a very long time since he last played. This guy... Oh man, you're going to have to remind me in the comments. When did you last play? I mean, we're talking many years here. It's got to be at least 2 years. Shit, it might even be more. It really is making me feel quite old. Sorcerer in risk of dying to a stomp right now. Again, cooked him from being able to fire off all his Doom Bolts, but I think with the Eternal War, these CSM actually do enough DPS to out-DPS the repairs, and indeed they do. The Commissar a little bit too slow to get into melee there. Should have gone into that melee a little bit sooner. And this is indeed a sloppy, sloppy game, boys. This is definitely going to be a sloppy Saturdays. I didn't know if it was going to be at first. I should have known better. St. Kelly. St. Kelly going to be returning the favour and using the Garrison here. It looks like... oh god, I keep getting them confused. Yang going to be using the Garrison there. It looks like Kelly actually wanted to put the Commissar in the Garrison at last minute, and then he realised, oh shit, missed it. Let the CSM get in, and there's obviously nothing he can do about that so far. No flamers or anything like that. Triple Guardsman definitely could get some flamers on some of them, but all Yang needs to do now is get an Aspiring Champion Heretic, and it's going to be very difficult to deal with that. He's going to need the Power Sword and the Lord Commissar, but then you just make sure your Heretics are going wherever the Commissar isn't, and then you get a Havoc Squad to control the Commissar. You should be in a pretty good spot, but we shall see. Kind of sucks that Yang lost the Sorcerer. That would be pretty helpful as well against all this melee. Just give him his teleportation robes and fire away. Not really a whole lot that Guardsman can do against a teleporting Sorcerer who's just going to teleport into melee. Again, you're relying on the Commissar. We do have some Cadishans coming out now. They would actually be pretty decent against such a threat. And here we go. We've got the non-Sergeant Guardsman here grabbing the Flamer, running down the sidelines, whilst the Sergeant Guardsmen just tank in the middle. Not really able to deal with the CSM here sitting in the green cover. It's going to take a very long time to deal with them. Keeping these Guardsmen in play, which I'm not really sure about. Okay, going to pull the Heretics back. Just trying to zone out the Commissar. Commissar not a huge threat right now though, because he doesn't have the Power Sword, so not going to do a tremendous amount of damage. That said, these CSM are very low on HP. This guy's going to die soon, you would think. No, but he's changing his targets. He really wants to get some of the units over to deal with the flamers. He does have a squad of basic heretics here, who literally just upgraded to grenade launchers. That was really bad timing on the grenade launchers. Yang, I really think you need to get more units out, man. This is way too many upgrades. He's now got 3 upgrades, and he's only rocking 3 units, and he lost his sorcerer. That's really bad. Definitely needs more units on the field right now. CSM staying in play for a very long time here, trying to tie up the flamers, and here come the Garrison Devils. This is not looking like a good situation for Yang. Flamers still in play. He didn't manage to force them to retreat, and they're now getting their sergeant, which is going to be 2 more models and a lot more HP, which means they can move up with the Garrison Devils and probably finish off this generator farm. Garrison should not be attacking the power node right now. They definitely need to prioritize getting rid of the heretics, allow the flamers to deal with the power node. A little bit of splash damage here from the grenade launchers and the free bolt doom bolt. We've got the explosive shot, of course, coming out from the Garrison Devils here, but the Guardsmen do not want to be running back into melee. Okay. Get out with 1 model. Literally would have died in 1 more hit, jeez. But yeah, Garrisons really should be able to just stay in play here. They're not attacking the heretics for some reason. They really want this gen dying, which honestly is probably not even worth it at this point, the amount of models they've lost. Yeah, that's not worth it. Fed a decent amount of XP as well to the Chaos units. A little bit slow from Yang to get back onto the field. I feel like these CSM should have been running down this side quite a bit ago. Jesus, look at the economy of Yang. Holy crap. 270 power? Wait.
Sir, we're losing a victory point out there.
When did he build this farm? I wasn't even paying attention. Did he build this farm when he saw the flamers here? And then it turned out he didn't even lose his full farm, so now he's just floating like crazy? Or did he have 2 gen farms from the start? God, maybe he forgot that you only need 2 gen farms in team games. I don't know. Anyway, definitely needs to chill out on the generators and get more units out. That's one thing. If you're fighting Garrison Devils, you definitely want Noise Marines. But getting Havocs is also good against the Lord Commissar as well. Havoc's generally pretty good in this map. Just beware with the Lord Commissar if he executes the Garrisons. The old reliable into these Garrisons is going to be very scary. Probably just like 75% of the HP of your Havoc squad, so definitely something to be concerned about. Now he's picked up the Vestments of the War. He just cancelled his own Doom Bolt there, for God's sake. Could have been a nice hit, that. Very nice explosive shot there from the Garrisons. Check out the sneaky Guardsman going back over here, but I don't believe that St. Kelly is aware that the other gen farm has got so much gens on it. He's picked up a power sword himself. I mean, he can get that full gen bash over there with the Guardsman. It's really going to be quite inconsequential. How the hell does Yang have over 300 power? That is insane. So he's now floating. Could easily go tier 2. Both the heroes are going to be very problematic right now. There's not really a good counter to them. Commissar seems a bit indecisive. Not sure if he should go back and try and knock over the Sorcerer, if he should keep putting the pressure on the GL ticks. But the CSM and the GL ticks not really going to be able to deal with this Commissar right now. Commissar going to take the Garrison. I mean, he's got a good las pistol. It's technically the best sidearm in the entire game by default. Honestly, Guardsmen should have just kept walking up. With Flamers, they would absolutely roast these Heretics. Look how blobbed they are. Heretics, super blobby when they get the grenade launchers. So the Flamers are going to hit all of them, and that's going to be some pretty huge damage. Commissar needs to get out of the bloody Garrison. The grenade launchers are a Garrison counter, as you can see. They're doing pretty good damage to him, even though they're splash damage and designed to kill squads, not heroes. They get a big damage bonus when he's in the Garrison, and this is not helping. If he just went into melee with the CSM, he'd be doing a lot more. I think Kelly's forgot about him. Oh my god. Yeah, he's so dead. Don't even need to melee him, but Sorcerer's going to pick him up. Love that sync kill. Definitely one of the coolest sync kills in the game. Garrison's here, quite low on HP. Probably going to start dropping some models soon. Certainly if they get hit by something like a Doom Bolt. Going to Doom Bolt the Guardsman blob. That's some good damage. But yeah, the CSM here a little bit outnumbered right now, with no cover as well and not full HP. They need to get back. I do like the play there to pull them back under the Tzeentch worship. Get a little bit of damage resistance from the partial infiltration. And keeps the Sorcerer in play as well. Now going into melee with the Cadishan Sorcerer. Wow, Sorcerer going forward. Damn. A lot of AoE damage coming out there from the GLs. And maybe Sorcerer can pick up the Guardsman here, but this is risky. Sorcerer is super low. Yang doesn't want to even risk it. Trying to position his Sorcerer to be able to retreat without actually having to go through the Cadishan Devils. Okay, now he's playing a very risky game. Damn, and he stays in play. The health that he got back from the consume there. Beautifully done. Good. He was going to be able to... Fucking hell. He was going to swing for them anyway without the teleport, but he teleports forward regardless. Totally unnecessary. Gets the wipe on the Cadishan Devils, and that's going to be really nice for him. I mean, the fact that he's already got the Vestments of the Warp, there's now basically no counter at all for the melee potential of Yang. Might even honestly at this point be worth just picking up Khorne Chaos Space Marines, because there's only triple Guardsmen. Any Cadishans that come out are only going to be level 1, they're not going to do a lot of damage. You're going to be able to overwhelm them relatively easy as soon as your CSM start getting more levels. Already level 2 on the CSM. Yeah, actually, you know what, right now, Khorne Chaos Space Marines would be amazing for Yang. But I didn't even realise Yang actually just went straight to tier 3. What the actual fuck? And he is going to go Mako Khorne. Nice. Very nice. This is going to be a pain to deal with, because these guys can basically solo triple Guardsmen. As soon as they get into melee, they're going to get that 50% range damage resistance. To get improved HP regen when they're in melee. It's just going to be a nightmare. There's no CC at all for Kelly right now. Of course, he can buy back his Commissar. Probably will do soon. Oh, Kelly's not realised that this is all futile. There's been a full gen farm here for ages. It's almost like some elaborate bait that Yang keeps rebuilding this power node as if to try and trick Kelly into thinking that this is important, when really Yang has an absolutely outrageous amount of power. But yeah, dealing with these KCSM, I don't really know how Kelly's going to do that. Yeah, just rebought the Commissar. I wonder if the Commissar can take these guys on his own right now. Probably not without an armor. Maybe if he had an armor he could. I don't think he could take them on, otherwise they're going to do way too much damage, even with his chain knockback battlecry-like ability with a power sword. I just don't think he's got the HP. I mean, look at this. They're so tanky. And these guys are only level 2 as well. So we've got a little bit of a decap here. We've got some plasma guns coming out. Curse of Tzeentch coming down. That's interesting. Oh, missed the Doom Blast. Oh, I wanted to see the Curse of Tzeentch damage. I've not seen Curse of Tzeentch in a very long time. So it's a debuff that you target onto one of the enemy's squads, and then when you kill a model on the squad, it causes them to explode and do damage and knock back to nearby enemies. Okay. Interesting. I thought it didn't work on retreat. Ah, it does percentage damage based on the model's max HP. I see. Interesting. Well, hopefully we get to see that in action. Honestly, I could not remember the last time that I seen the icon of Tzeentch / Curse of Tzeentch used in the game. Holy shit. It's been a long time. But I don't know what Yang's going for. I don't know if he's going for like a Land Raider Phobos or something. Probably would be a pretty good idea against the IG, just in case somehow Kelly gets to tier 3 and gets the Lehman out. Which, honestly, he's not that far off. He is technically floating right now. He could be going to tier 3. No significant bleed here. I mean, a lot of heretics, but even losing 8 heretic models isn't really what I'd constitute as significant bleed. Did lose a CSM model. And unfortunately it's Plasma Guardsman capping, that's not really ideal. He's his Flamer Guardsman over there. Capping, did I say capping? I meant gem bashing. So it's going to be Terminators with an autocannon, alright. I mean, that's an option to kill the Chimera, that's for sure. The Plasma Gun Guardsman will do okay, but generally you want to get your Commissar into melee first. Wow, an execute there, that's quite brave. So not able to retreat right now, but they're doing double damage, which is pretty nice with the Plasma Gun, but oh god, You just seen the massive chunk of damage that was inflicted on the Lord Commissar there when all 3 Terminators bonked him with a power fist. Definitely going to need some upgrades here on the Commissar. I would definitely recommend getting the stubbornness and the flak jacket. Just make him as tanky as possible. Oh, there you go, Curse of Tzeentch going crazy. Whoa. What the fuck is this? What the hell was that? Eh? Oh my god, the chain knockback. This is bizarre. Why is the... What was that? I don't understand why it did like a chain knockback. That was really weird. Not sure going into the Garrison when there was an autocannon firing at you is a very good idea. Pretty sure the splash damage of it means that's going to hurt the Guardsmen a lot. I'm not really sure why Yang decided to stop pursuing them there. That could have been quite deadly. So, I mean, Kelly stood his ground there, and he did a lot of damage to the Terminators, but they're Terminators. So you can see down here the HP regen is quite impressive. So if you don't keep your foot on the gas and keep the pressure on them, they're just going to heal up back to full. Of course, the big disadvantage is that Terminators can't retreat, so if you have a way to stun them in particular, that's very good. But even just a snare. You do have access to snares as the Imperial Guard. You've got the Psyker, who could snare them tremendously. That would be very good to hunt them down. But now that he's spec'd into the autocannon, generally you want to get some melee, which Kelly doesn't really have right now. I mean, a Lehman Russ with an Executioner will trade extremely effectively against a Terminator autocannon, even without repair support. But, of course, if that is seen, we might see further AV from Yang. Here we go, Curse of Tzeentch again, in combination with the Terminators and a Doombots. Oh my god. Wow. It looks like they just lived. Holy shit. They lost a lot. The Guardsmen... You see, this is the problem when the... Oh wow, Curse of Tzeentch is still active. Wait, does that not turn off when you go inside the transport? I am bamboozled. That was a pretty questionable rocket run. You generally don't want to do it like that, forward and backwards. You want to do it forward and then forward again, 2 lines in the same direction. But the Chaos Terminators right now should really be forcing melee on the Chimera. They've got heavy melee power fists. All the Guardsmen right now are just reinforcing off the Chimera. Where is the Doom Blast from the Heretics? Suppress all this shit. Stop them shooting. Oh, this is very weird play. Well, these Heretics are wrecked. And that is a beautiful sync kill for the Commissar. Not much to say on that one. And now we're going to have Plague Marines. Might be a little bit late on those. I don't know why the Terminators didn't just force melee on the Chimera there. That seems very odd. The building of a Chaos Shrine of Tzeentch also seems rather odd. If the Commissar wasn't here to tie them up in melee, then that would have been quite a good play with the Dark Flames. Now, by default, the repair damage is going to out damage. The repair heal is going to... Oh my god, he's going to lose these Guardsmen. He just lost one, didn't he? Fucking hell. Wow. By default, having triple Guardsmen is going to out DPS the Terminator autocannon damage. Oh, this is a really sloppy play. You haven't dealt with the Commissar yet. But he stopped them from being able to do the repairs by using the Dark Flames, and then without the repairs, you just force melee with your autocannon Terminators, you should have a good time. But yeah, not going to work because the Commissar was there and simply tied them up in melee. See, this is the problem with the Curse of Tzeentch. Every time it triggers the knockback, that's quite helpful for a melee fight, but it means that all the models are spread, so the subsequent AoE damage and knockback actually doesn't hit all the models, so it actually doesn't do much damage to the squad at all. Yeah, teleporting the Plague Marines in there was a horrendous idea, given that the Commissar was still in the field. And the thing is, the Commissar right now doesn't even have any war gear to make him more tanky. Just imagine if he has stubbornness here, so that he kept getting healed every few seconds based on the quantity of allies nearby to him. I mean, it would have been absolutely ludicrous. Is that the second rocket run? How does St. Kelly not know how to rocket run? I thought he's like a 3v3 IG main. Jesus, you'd have thought he was rocket running every day. Still can't hit a rocket run. Terrible. There is still a chance for Yang here. He's got the Predator coming out. I am assuming that St. Kelly is going to be saving up for a Lehman Russ right now. That would certainly make the most sense. He's putting the VP pressure on. He's going to have a 3-0 cap pretty damn soon. Oh no, he's going for Kassakin. Oh, that's weird. Why is he going for Kassakin? You should really expect a Predator. Now, if this Predator can execute this attack correctly and take out the Chimera, I think Kelly's going to be... Well, I don't know if Kelly's going to be in trouble, but Yang will certainly have an opportunity to win this. Needs to be aggressive. There's no AV on the field right now. Literally none. There's only plasma guns on the Guardsman, which, as you can clearly see, very, very soft AV. He's not moving the Predator up. Go! Just charge in with the Predator. Don't even click on the Chimera. Just drive in the direction of it, because there's no AV. Now, when your tank is moving, it will always default to shooting the thing which is closest to it. So you see that clearly Yang manually clicked there onto the Predator to make it shoot the Predator, getting some rear armor hits on the Chimera. The Guardsman is going to try and get out and repair, but that is not going to work. You can't out DPS a Predator tank with your repairs. Currently, the Predator tank is shooting at the Guardsman, but they're going to get disrupted anyway with their repairs from the GL barrage there of the Heretics, and that is a lot of damage. Now going to be going for Mark of Nurgle. Yikes. That's a strange choice from Yang. Yang really should be expecting a Lehman Russ coming out right now, because, well, Kelly's barely fielded anything. He only fielded the Chimera, and yes, he's bled a lot. He has obviously reinforced copious amounts of Guardsmen, but holy shit, look at the VPs, guys. He's nearly out of VPs, is Yang. Is he even going to be able to cap in time? Yeah, I think he'll be okay. He should finish this cap down here in time, but... Nothing for Yang currently going to the contested VP, which means he really, really needs to hold this VP here that is natural for Kelly. Only a couple of Guardsmen coming out to contest. Not really going to do too much. Currently getting hurt by the Dark Flames. Yeah, and the Nurgle Predator's still here. That thing's got that bile cannon thing going on, doing damage over time where it shoots. And the bolters themselves do very high damage to infantry, because they too do damage over time to infantry. Might even be able to wipe out the Guardsman squad here. Oh, you're kidding me. They survive on 1 HP on the Commissar. But, as great as that Nurgle tank is, it is very much a hard anti-infantry option, because the damage over time bolters will not affect vehicles, and the actual cannon shots themselves are weaker, relying on the poison cloud that they leave behind to hurt infantry. Therefore, it's not very good in a trade against other tanks. Now, it does have a lot of HP, and it does automatically heal itself, so these things are useful. But we shall see. Lehman Russ needs to make sure that it's actually shooting at the Nurgle tank and not shooting at the Plague Marines. And I guess having the Plague Marines nearby, actually, I kind of forgot about them. They've still got their missile launcher, so that will do a nice chunk of damage here to the Lehman. Kelly's got time. Probably wants an Executioner cannon. That's going to kill all these things a lot faster. The Nurgle tank's super slow anyway. Like, I don't think we need to be running around with a Vanquisher with the extra range or anything. Just get in and kill it. Still no upgrades for the Commissar. But as I said, Kelly's got the time, so he's going to be waiting for the Kassakin. In spite of having the time, I don't know why he's throwing his Guardsmen in so desperately there to try and get to the cap. It is going to result in them dying. Oh, and yes, the Terminators are still here. I forgot about that as well. Oh, this is going to be tough for Kelly. I don't know how he's going to deal with the combination of the Nurgle Pred, the Plague Marines, and the Terminators. He really could do with some Ogryns or something. Yeah, Curse of Tzeentch is pretty much as lackluster as I recall. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's not very impressive, is it? Holy shit! Commissar just killed him. I didn't even realize the Sorcerer was that low in HP. Wow. Level 4 Guardsman for the win, I guess. And yeah, the Lehman Russ is just getting wrecked right now, because obviously it's going to do very good against a Nurgle Predator solo, but it's trying to fight Autocannon Terminators and a Plague Marine squad as well. Kelly too desperate here. I mean, I'm sure he could have tried to wrap this out, even if he didn't win a direct engagement. All he needed to do was hold 1 VP and decap 2 other VPs, and he won. Surely, he could have tried to go for that, but he's just going completely all in to try and get the win. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say, guys. That's the game. I really feel like Kelly could have performed a lot better there. I don't know what the haste was all about. Really hasty to try and win this one. Very unusual, but that is the nature of the Sloppy Saturdays. I hope you enjoyed that one, folks. It's going to be all from your boy Torpid this time, and I am going to be signing out.